Hi everyone! Time to learn to shade with your watercolors. My first step here is that I wet the paper on the light side of each object. This will help the highlight blend in with the rest of the color of the object. Now there's two ways to shade with watercolors that I'll show you. We'll be shading in color. So the first way, I'm going to start with my main color, petting the paint. I start on the dark side of the object. And then I let the brush run out of paint as I go across the object. When I get to the dark side, the water that I had put down earlier helps the shadow change gradually from dark to light. Now it's time to add a little bit of extra dark shadow. For this I take the opposite color from my main color. For red, that's green. So I take a little green on my brush and I put it down on the dark side. This makes a great shadow, gets that dark side a little bit darker. You may see other shadows in your object. Feel free to put some more of that green down on there. If the green shows up too green, you can always mix it with red before you put it onto the paper. Now here's the second way to shade with watercolors. I'm going to start with the opposite color of the main color of the object. I'm putting the shadow down first. So I'm using green to put down where I see the darkest shadows. I'll rinse my brush and grab some red and start painting the object itself. For cubes, you want to choose kind of the darkest side and the lightest side and the medium light side. The dark side is really the only one that's going to get any of the opposite color. Now it's time for the main event. I'll take a little red and I'll go over that dark side first. Since watercolors are transparent or translucent, you can see the green through the red, but they mix together in your eye. This creates the illusion of a nice shadow. Now remember, I put water down on this sphere before, so the place where I'm going towards the highlight is already pretty watery, and it helps blend the color towards a light side. Now for the cube. I'm doing the dark side first so I can see how dark it really is. That'll help me judge how light I need to go on my medium side and my light side. You'll notice I took water before I took the red paint. And did I pet the paint that much? No, I just took a little touch to the paint. Having plenty of water and not a lot of paint on my brush makes the light side pretty light. You'll notice I'm leaving a white space in between the dark side and the medium light side. And I'll use a little water to smooth it out, drying it off on my tissue there before I start. Here I use the tissue itself to kind of absorb some of the water and lighten up one of the colors. And you can do that with any of your highlights. There you go.